Good morning, YouTube. This is Lisa. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. I'm doing great. I'm out in the garden this morning and I am going to do a couple things. I'm off work. It's Monday, May 22nd. We got Saturday, it rained pretty good, and but yesterday we didn't get any rain, but it was a really nice day. We ended up going to a wedding. One of my little cousins got married, and we had a really good time with family. And so I didn't do any gardening yesterday. I'll be right back. These are my tomatoes that I have growing up the twine. They need more clips. They're getting bigger. They're getting flowers, as you can see there. And I put clips on them last week, and now they need more. But they are nice and healthy. They're looking well, and I still have some big limbs there that are hanging on soil, so I'm gonna take those off, and so that's what I'll be doing for now. So as you can see, this tomato plant has gotten really big. This is the clip that I put on it when I made the trellis. And so I'm going to add another clip here to the top. There's a lot of suckers in here, and I think I'll just let them go for now. And that's how, I guess you couldn't see that, but I just put that clip right here for this one because he was laying over. But suckers can be a whole nother tomato plant, and they usually grow in the hip or the spine right here in between, like the main stem and then a leaf that grows off, limb that grows off. A sucker can potentially end up being a whole nother tomato plant. They grow like this is the main stem of this tomato plant here. This is a leaf, a limb that's growing out of it. Well, right here in the crease or the hip of these two, the main stem and this stem, is growing this sucker. That's a sucker. And it's going to end up being a whole nother plant. Some people go in, and I have done it, and take all my suckers out. This is it started out as a sucker. It's pretty big now. It's gone. It's a whole nother plant. So what I'll probably do is cut this off because it's hanging down. It's going to touch the soil. But a lot of people go in and they cut out their suckers, and I have done that, and what it does is you just have one main plant growing up, and it won't really bush out to a big tomato plant, but it'll just grow up as one main tomato plant. And if you leave the suckers, that's if you cut off the suckers. But if you leave the suckers, the plant will bush out and get big, and if you don't watch it, it may get out of control. So that's what a sucker is. That's a whole nother tomato plant that grew out of there. But This leaf, I think I'll cut that off because it's hanging down. It's gonna touch the soil. And that one, I'm gonna take it off. So that's how I'm gonna leave this plant. Got my flowers here, and put me another clip there, and it's ready to go. So I'm on to the next one. So this one is laying over that way, so I'm gonna bring him over. Put my twine into my clip. And then clamp it to the plant. Now it's gonna hold it straight. Take that leaf off. Take that leaf off. And then on to the next. So these are Brussels sprouts. It's 3 of them in here. And last year I really followed Miss Linda over at the New Orleans gardener. And she grew some beautiful Brussels sprouts last year. And what she did was, while the plant was growing, she just cut off the bottom leaves and just kind of let the plant get air, and they'll just keep growing, and you just keep clipping the bottom leaves off, and your Brussels sprouts will grow. So I don't know if you can see it, but it is a little sprout starting to grow right there, and they're all around in there. So I cut all of the leaves off of the bottom of these plants, and I'm trying to pick them up here so that I can show you. This is what I cut off, and they'll just continue to grow, and those leaves there, they'll get bigger. And then finally in the end, you'll cut the top out, and you will have a bunch of Brussels sprouts growing up that stalk. So that's what I'm doing right now. These here are Romanesco. I may take some of the leaves off of those, I don't know, but they're doing pretty good. They're just growing. I gave them some 511 last week, and they are just growing along. I don't think I showed you all the other day, but I did it really late after I ended the video. But I put this wire up. It's an old tomato cage. And I put it up for my cucumbers. So, and they've already attached to it right there. And so I'm just gonna let them grow up this. I know they will outgrow this, but it's what I got. I'll think about it later. All this broccoli over here, they are so green They're almost blue. And all I put on them is fish emulsion, 511. And they're doing well. This is the baby choy, and they're just going to seed. They're doing good, and I will not be able to use these seeds, all of these seeds, so I will share. So you just let me know if you want any of these baby choy seeds, then I'll send you some. And these are the Florida broadleaf mustards. They're going to seed, and it's a lot of pods on it. Same here. If you want any seeds, let me know. I'll send you some. So these tomatoes are getting bigger, and these, let me just put this down. These are the Super Sweet 100, and these are honeycomb, and they're doing good. So I'll probably just get in here and prune them a little, make sure nothing's touching the soil, and I think I'm good with that. But I see some little tomatoes down here. See, this is a determinate. Okay, so this whole cluster of flowers, I got little tomatoes back here, and all these flowers will end up being tomatoes. Got some flowers there, and they're all up this plant. So it's doing well. So these are my carrots, and I think I got some in here that's ready to be harvested. This one right here, I think this is 2 of them. I think on this side over here was the short and sweet. And yes, they are short and sweet and ready to be harvested. They are looking pretty good. Some of these others, I'm just going to leave them to grow a little bigger. Yeah, I could have let that one grow a little more, but it's nice. I didn't expect to harvest any carrots today, but what a treat this is. So I'll leave those. That is a nice carrot. Nice. I'll go ahead and take that one out. It has split. Yeah, it was time for that one to come out. But I think that I will leave the rest of these, and these are my carrots. I'm going to take them over to my sink and I'm going to wash these up before I take them in the house.